Hello and welcome. And that was a throat. That was the clearing my throat. Sometimes you just gotta clear your calendar, your throat, your mind, because you're all fogged up, condensed, and distracted from the real world. Welcome back to the SBC Talk Show. We're gonna call it Talk Show because I'm not a queer. Um, as many of you know, I have back issues. So these episodes are, short. From auto accident, not being gay. I was at work. I was at work today, dude, and I went to a customer's house. And I want to say this, dude. If you have pets, um, let's go ahead and take care of your house and stuff. And I'm not telling anyone how to live, but uh, you can die from mold, black mold, yellow mold. I'm not racist. The mold doesn't have to be a certain color, but there's multiple types of mold. Green, I think green is the worst, and I don't know who that is, but it's out there. And if it ever gets in your home, I think you should sell your house or burn it down, and build a new one. And actually, I wouldn't do that on purpose because it's illegal. And well, I don't think it is actually. If you be honest about it, it's not illegal. But anyways, that would be insurance fraud, and insurance fraud is not good. It's not. It really isn't. It's not. I mean, you're not doing the best you can in life if you do that. I was at a customer's house today, and I was doing a repair, and I do repair, and I design blinds and stuff. Not plural for. I don't heal blind people. The window coverings. I should say window coverings from now on. Um, I would, dude, if Jesus sent me to this planet to do blind people and fix them. I would, promise. Start there and maybe work my way up to cripple. Well, that is, you know, paralyzed people, deaf people. I'd probably fix. I'd fix deaf people before blind people because blind people they can just hear. You can hear really well what's going on and stuff, and I think hearing is more important. Um, than seeing. I, yeah, I do because if you hear a gun, you can probably feel the vibration of a gunshot, but it's too late at that point. It hit you. It went through your body, and if you were, yeah, if you were, if you could hear, you could probably, move out of the way. Honestly, if you hear it, you know, just a what do they call it? Thought for food or something. Thought, yeah. Well, anyways, I was doing a repair, and first thing I walked in, dude, and they had their dogs locked up in that extra room, that fancy extra room they got, that separates the backyard and the house. Um, and as I walked by, I realized why they locked the dog up. The dog darn jumped up 4 feet. It was, and ironically, the dog was black, and I the dog can jump high. And anyways, he looked. I just had a like a. You have a feeling like, oh, this dog could probably bite me. Just like the first initial interaction, that dog will bite you. And I just had a feeling and knew that's what, Anyways, the house smelled, it was an older house. You go into your grandparents' house or uh, old people house, and it smells like that smell. It's old people smell, and it's that's 10 years before death. That smell, you know what I mean? And honestly, there's people out there that could, I think it definitely decreases value in vehicle worth if you have your grandpa or grandma riding in it and they are like, what kind of air, what air freshener is that? And you're like, oh, that's my grandma in the back seat, and she's so quiet and you didn't even notice she was back there, but you're trying to go to a bar with your buddy or a female, and it's awkward. It also, decrease value in relationships, and I don't care. I love my grandparents. Fuck everyone else, honestly. Um, but it had that smell, and then I walked into the first bedroom, which was the master, to look at the window covering. Not a blind person, and there was immediate pee smell, and you know, um, the liquid that comes out of your wiener or vagina. And the carpet was camouflaged. It was white and yellow. It was white and yellow. It's like that Mother Nature camouflage, that piss, body piss camo. And I'll tell you what, man, if you're hiding in, you know, you get a little box of pee and you pour it on you, you be camouflaged to the floor. It was disgusting. It was unbelievably disgusting. The smell, I felt like I was going to catch AIDS or maybe, piss disease or Lyme, whatever they have for pee and dirty carpet and shit. Disgusting. So it had that, and I went to the next room, and the next room had the same, but the next room also had a litter box. So I was like, wow, this one's probably even worse because I heard um, online and people talk about cat pee. Cat pee smells the worst. I've heard. I don't. And maybe I did smell it. Maybe I did smell it for the first time. I don't like cats. Well, I'll pet a cat and stuff, but I won't own one. Or I'm sorry, that was very insensitive. I don't think you own pets. I believe. Oh, excuse me. I believe you partner. Partner. I wouldn't have a cat as my partner. I don't. I'm allergic. I'm pretty allergic to cats, and I don't. You know. I'm already on too many back drugs or pain drugs or whatever, so I don't want to add it in with allergy drugs. I don't. Yeah. Well, to add on to that, um, I don't like judging. Well, everyone does it, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna hide it. I judged. Well, I didn't like say, "Oh wow, what a pussy" or "low life" or whatever, but um, in the house there was a mother and a daughter, and I can tell because you can scour through the pictures, and I'm not going and picking up pictures and stuff. And I'm not going through their yearbooks and shit. And, hey, is the baby pictures in the attic? And I don't go ask shit like I don't go ask stuff like that. But I saw pictures. They were free range, and I glanced at them. That's same things. If a police officer is pulling someone over and you looked, it's not illegal. Um, yeah, no, and so it was a mother and a daughter, and I believe the husband passed away or was at work, but I think I get a great sense of who people are, what they're there for. If I were to meet someone at first, and the whole house gave a vibe of there's a ghost, and that ghost was the father or the husband, and that's fine. But anyways, the daughter was probably 43, if I could give it a good guess. And if you're living at home at that age still, I personally wouldn't. I think there's still something to do out there. It's never too late. What did they say? Morgan Freeman didn't. Oh, Morgan Freeman didn't start his career until he was 57. So Morgan Freeman could have been living with his parents till he was probably 18, like everyone else, but or mid 20s, which is fine, completely fine. That's there's don't judge people. But if they're 30 and up or 28 and up, probably throw some shade or be nice and guide them in the right path. I don't know these people, so I didn't give a shit. But yeah, dude, let's go ahead and take care of your pets, take care of your house. That carpet was not, maybe they don't have money to replace carpets and stuff, and that house is getting torn down if it's, if everyone passes away and it's sold to the state or whatever, state auction. I don't know what they do. I forgot. I haven't been, I wouldn't buy the house, but yep, no, it's getting torn down for sure. It's got a nice pool in the back, but that's about it. Um, yeah, dude, like I talked about, I think 2 episodes ago, I'm gonna be making my way down to Austin, Texas, and getting performing on Kill Tony, dude. Kill Tony. Um, Look it up on YouTube, and it's a good, you know, start comedy. Comedy. And that's, I watch a lot of comedians, so if y'all recognize that impression, um, then y'all do. If y'all don't, then I guess y'all don't. Trying to move around before my body gets stuck. And, well, as you can tell, you can't. You're probably thinking I'm 1 to 2 years old, but I'm actually, an adult. So one thing that I hate with everyone, I get triple ID'd at least at bars and stuff, and I don't like it obviously, but people will tell me you're gonna appreciate it when you get older. Yeah, I'm sure I will, but I don't appreciate it now. Is my face paralyzed? Half of my face? Anyways, yeah, dude, UFC was terrible, but I also don't like being, no, I don't like being judged, and yeah, I like it, but I don't like it now because, eventually someone hands me a beer from the bar, but they go, oh, here you go, buddy. But here you go, buddy. Now you just made it illegal. I mean, what the? what? Here you go, sir. You know, at least, or here you go, bro. You know, bro, like, bro is in the same generation age. Buddy is a 4 to 8 year old child. You are handing him a baseball after he threw it over the fence because he is not a very good, accurate baseball thrower. And he will not be playing baseball after he gets to the age of 12. And that's just, that's life. He's got to be a fucking, he's going to be in band for the rest of his life in school and stuff. And he thinks band's going to be a career for him. And then he figures out that it's not too popping out there in that career. And, he keeps bouncing around and gets bullied at school and stuff. And then eventually, sadly, shoots up a school. We'll talk about that probably another time because I think there's key, things to look for. Like, first of all, let's not own a bunch of guns as a parent. If you do, let's go ahead and move down to the country and train them from a baby, put a pistol in their hand, and show them how to be responsible and love life, not hate it. No, I don't have kids, but I'm also a young adult that was raised by a father and parents. Everyone's got insight. You fucking dweeb. What is this? Oh. Fudge. Someone come over here and fix my fucking bag, dude. If there's someone out there that oh, I have a new invention. Like I have a new before I get I forget what kind of surgery it is, but you know, not a fusion or anything, but if anyone has a new surgery technique that is almost at least up to 80% successful, let's go ahead and shoot me a text at 214-332-8792. And if you thought that was my real number, you're a fucking idiot because it's not. But if it rings, I just told you it's not my number, so I'm not responsible for you bothering these people. Yeah, dude. Let me see. Probably chill at my buddy's, man. He's coming back into town. He moved to Louisiana, and he's a redhead. He's not a ginger. He's just a human with red hair. I believe gingers are. Let's see. Hold on. We're gonna look this up because I gotta. I don't even know. I don't even know myself. What? What? Well, shit. What are ginger human beings? Oh, so like I told y'all, um, let's see. Hopefully that's not in the way. Oh, okay, you can still see my face. All right, I was just checking. Um. Oh, like I've said before, I do have dyslexia, and my brother has autism, honestly, and he tells me not to tell people that. But it's pretty, instead of hiding, like, oh, I can spell, I don't go join spelling bees or anything. Hell, I don't even do bingo because I'm scared. But if I announce it, maybe someone out there will help me. And it's not. Anyways, the thing I'm getting here is if I was in today's world, everything's online and stuff in school. I would not know how to spell because I do have a little brother that's 9 years old. Um, and I kind of got the hint that he can't spell. Because he uses auto. What is it called? He uses that voice auto stuff to instead of typing it in with his little fingers, and he shouldn't have technology, honestly, or he should have it at least for 4 hours a week. He did say the N word once, but not in a racist way. It's because he's been watching YouTube and he thought that was a um, like bro. He thought that was a word like bro. And then I also caught him saying pussy, and I honestly I don't know how he meant that. That could go both ways out there in the internet world. But yeah, I do have trouble spelling a lot of big words and stuff, and I don't practice it. I honestly don't, and I probably will now that I'm saying this. So, um, someone comes up to me on the street and quizzes me on a spelling word, and I could win, $100 or whatever those people are doing. Like, oh, grab that girl's tit for $200, and we'll give you two. You grab my tit, or take $200 and pass two tits on to the next person. They got that. Um, they got that ordeal going on the streets and stuff. If you ever watch, who am I kidding? You do watch social media. That's why you're on here. Um, but they got stuff like that. They have stuff like that going on. Like, I saw one. It was like, oh, this one was funny actually. Um, it was I guess it was like a Phillies fan or something, like a Philadelphia Eagles, not like the baseball team. Football jersey, or maybe he had both on, honestly, one under the other. But some dude came up to him with a box of sushi, or a thing of sushi, plate of sushi, or the rectangle bowl of sushi, and the plastic container, not a fancy bowl, because it'd be crazy to go on the street with a bowl of ceramic. It's could be dangerous because there's homeless people out there with no shoes, and they cut their feet, and they spread AIDS all over the floor, and dog licks it up. Dog licks your face. When you bring them back home after you walked them, now you have AIDS, and then that could be the next American vid, man. Or it could be named Mobley, or Moby, or non 19, or non 54 or something. Who knows who would come up with the fucking name of the disease. But I volunteer. If we do have another disease come through, I want to be the first to at least put in a suggestion for a name out there. That is my favorite thing to do, like company names. I like doing that stuff, Oh, what's the name of my company? Rape and Bait, because, or I'm sorry, that was inappropriate, honestly, but, yeah, like if you have a channel on YouTube, and oh, you know what? I didn't get to my story. I'm so sorry. So he had a thing of sushi, and he holds it up to this guy. He's like, "Hey, do you want this roll of sushi, or double it and give it to the next person?" Immediately walks off. Double it, give it to the next person, and video cuts to later, and he he took off his shirt. And he tricked me. He really tricked me, because he had a completely different color on shirt on underneath and everything. And he's like, "Ah, what's up?" He just like, and it pauses there. It's funny because he got two things of sushi instead of one. But anyways, okay. What are ginger human beings? Ginger human beings, also known as redheads, have red hair and are often associated with a fiery personalities and distinct. Okay, features such as freckles. Okay, and I take that back. My buddy is a ginger. I thought that it was. Oh wait, hold on. No, he's definitely ginger. I thought it was like an Irish, like, oh, he has to be Irish. Oh, my buddy Zane has to be. And I'm not gonna. I don't want to expose him or anything, and call his name out or anything. But yeah, but my buddy Zane, he Oh, he's not Irish, you know. But it'd be funny. Honestly, it'd be pretty freaking cool if he was, because he'd be like, "Oh, maybe we can crack a Guinness. Maybe we can crack 3 points of Irish Light. You know, Irish Light. You know, that's Bud Light. That's the less gay. You know, Irish is like furthest thing from gay. I think it is because they like, you know, they'll drink lager. They call it lager, or they'll call it just a pint. You know, it's like, hey, you have a pint. You know, and you said that in America, you'd be like, pint of what? You said that in Ireland, then they'd be like, what you want? Guinness, Budweiser, or maybe some proper 12. You know, you know, we're not gonna get into that. But anyways, yeah, dude, that's what redheads are, and well, gingers. I'm sorry. Um, it's just a slang, like, you know, the N word, but it's nicer because no, I think that might be the N word for redheads. Honestly, that could be ginger, and I'm not gonna say it again since I just said it was. I'm just gonna say redhead, but that's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is, dude. And I'm just ready to stop fucking hurting. That's what I'm ready. You know, I'm ready to live life to the edge. I'm so young, dude. I got so much. Hopefully, let's hope. I have so many years to live. More years. And then next year, obviously. Um, and hopefully I'll get to see y'all. You know what? Hopefully I won't. Well, not hopefully I won't. I will get to see y'all on the road, dude. So, you know, everyone starts small, but uh, I'll grow. I'll grow just like a penis from a little boy to a man. And probably won't say stuff like that on the road, but we're doing it here, and I did it, and we both did it. But some real insight. Um, fudge. Proper 12, more like proper posture. Um, what I was gonna say is just I'm crying. No, don't give up, dude, or chick, or whoever's watching. Don't give up. You know, it's something's gonna pan out. Or just keep going. Pray to the Lord, and the Lord will pray to you. No, He won't. Well, take it how you take. You know, whatever. But anyways, that's pretty much all. That's all I got for today, and thanks for listening. And I'll be giving out $50 to anyone that uh, honestly anyone that asks for my autograph if they see me in person. I will be, and I do forget about I will forget about this. So if you come up to me and say, "Hey, remember on your talk show when you said I will give $50 to someone that comes up and asks for my autograph," but you gotta let me autograph whatever you're thinking of or whatever. Um, you gotta have something, a tit, an ass cheek, you know, your tongue. I don't know. Um, so I can sign it. I'll sign it and give you the $50. But that's all we have time for today. And thank you.